Good morning, guys. It is around 7:50 right now, and today is our very first day of PT school, which is online because of the pandemic, but we have a pretty full day. They pretty much have it all scheduled out for us, so it's going to be like from 9 to 4 pretty much. Not all of it is live, but we do have, I think, probably around 4 hours of being live on Zoom, and then there's also like there's like an hour lunch break, and then I think there's like around 2 hours where they have like us doing stuff on our own. So we are vlogging this whole week just to show you guys what our first week of PT school is like. We start at 9 a.m. so just over an hour. Sierra's still sleeping right now. I had an alarm set for 8, which is when Sierra's alarm is set to go off, I think. But I woke up at 7:30 and I just was ready to get up. So that never happens to me. So I just got up and I'm going to go make breakfast and then probably watch A Good Mythical Morning. I don't really have to do anything to prep for classes. I believe the very first thing that we're doing at like 9 a.m. is an hour-long orientation, so like not school stuff yet, and then we're doing IT, like a Zoom with the IT people to make sure all that stuff is figured out. And then I think that at 11 is when like the class actually starts, and that's going to be for an hour, and then we have a lunch break. Then we have stuff that we do on our own, and then from 3 to 4 we get back on Zoom to do a discussion. So yeah, that is kind of the rough outline of today. Hey guys, first time of me talking in the vlog. So I got up about at like 7:55, which actually was before my alarm went off. I guess I was just so excited it was time to get up. I'm glad that I decided to get up early just to get like an hour kind of head start. I still need to figure out where exactly I want to set up my computer to Zoom today. But we'll figure it out. I guess we can kind of talk about how this first week is going to look, because it's definitely not going to be representative of like the majority of this semester. So the very first week of classes we just have one class, and it only lasts this first week. I think it's like it's
intro to
credits.
physical therapy. So like it's just
Yeah,
laying the foundation pretty much and like kind of getting all of us started.
So we have like some quizzes and like a test on Friday, and like that's the end of this class that we're like taking for the first week.
So then next weekend we don't have any classes going on, so it's going to be kind of like
a little
second
mini break
summer. And then
the
the following week, which I don't know if we're vlogging next week. If we do, it'd probably just be like maybe a couple days and not another full week. But that is going to be when we have 2 more classes start, and those go for the rest of the semester, which is going to be, the rest of the summer, and that is going to be 5 weeks.
So we are so excited. I feel like sometimes I just need to like ground myself and say like, Sierra, you worked so hard to like get here. Just like I'm like, oh, like school starts, but I'm like, I need to like fully comprehend everything that's
or like this is the beginning of like the next 2.5 years. So we'll have this to look back on.
I'm sure we'll take a little first day of school picture to send to our parents and sister, maybe use for the thumbnail, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that one of the reasons I'm less nervous than I feel like I would have been had we been in person is just because it's like I'm in the comfort of my own home and like didn't have to worry about like getting there on time. Like, you know, there's a few less things to worry about right now. So that's kind of nice,
maybe like just we'll try and look at the whole online school as like a slight positive, a good transition between undergrad and then eventually going back to being in person either later in the summer or in the fall.
So I decided for my setup to just shove everything to one side of my dresser so that I could put my laptop right here, and then I brought in a bar stool just because, you know, we don't have desks, so I need somewhere. And like I could use our island, Sierra could use our island if she wants, but like I didn't want both of us to be out there because we need to get on Zoom separately. So I'm gonna go right here. Alright, so I ended up deciding I'm just going to do my stuff in the kitchen because I tried doing something in my room and it just didn't really work. So I have my iPad, my AirPods, a water bottle, my laptop, my phone, and my glasses. So we start in like 8 minutes. So I guess I'll probably see you guys when we're done with the first round of Zooms. It is now 12 o'clock. We just finished all of our Zooming for the morning, and we just have that last one at 3 o'clock like I think I mentioned earlier. So we are reheating some of our leftovers for lunch. As of right now, we haven't done anything like class related. It's been like a lot of orientation and just like setup stuff. But I think that during the self-directed thing, there's going to be like a couple pre-recorded lectures and stuff. Again, still not anything like too crazy, but I think that we're gonna start getting into like more of the class. 2 assignments to do, and then like we have quizzes to prepare. Yeah, our medical terminology quizzes that we have to do this week are all like on your own. They're not teaching medical terminology, and so luckily me and Sierra already took a whole class on medical terminology, and I still have that book which I found, and so it's just going to be like us reviewing and studying that. I honestly am like, maybe we have the Quizlet still from that, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, maybe we do.
So maybe studying that a little bit, and it's just like do it anytime between now and Friday, like have all 4 of them done. So just whenever we feel ready, we can take those. So one, I apologize if you can hear our dishwasher, but you know, dishes have to be done. It's just past 1 o'clock, so we just kind of finished up our lunch break, and we were doing some stuff trying to figure out our medical terminology book that we were going to use to study for quizzes. Now, since we like are doing self-directed stuff, from 1 to 3 we're supposed to finish 2 assignments, so I'm going to try and get started on those now. What you doing?
I think I'm pretty much done with assignment 1.
I think I finished that too. Yeah, it wasn't much.
Was
Do you want to explain what it was?
Watching a couple of videos about
Note-taking?
notability versus good notes. They're trying to mostly just like get us thinking about how we want to start trying out different note-taking stuff. I downloaded, you guys know I have Notability, and I really like Notability, but I did download OneNotes just because it's free.
I did too.
With an EDU email. I think at least if you have like an Outlook account. So I'm trying it out, and I haven't really like done much with it yet just because I don't have anything to take notes on yet, but I think I'll try using it for the next assignment, which I think we actually like have to physically do something.
Yeah.
So I can like let you guys know how I think it works. Obviously I have to get used to it, so that's going to be one point against it, but we'll see.
It is 4:05. We just finished our last Zoom of the day, so our first day is technically over. We're going to work out right now just because we still have stuff that we have to do later, as far as like I need to make like a to-do list of things that I would like to maybe get done today, but I'm thinking that we have 2 articles that we have to read just for like discussing tomorrow. And then I would like to start organizing and like studying for medical terminology just because we, like I said, have to do that separate from class stuff. Yeah. And then what else did I have on my to-do list?
I guess start assignment 3 or no?
Oh, I just have to finish like the PowerPoints and stuff that like we were supposed to do today, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get everything done between 1 and 3 that I had to get done, so I have a bunch to go through. That's like mostly what I want to get done. There's always the option of like potentially working ahead tomorrow. I'm not gonna try and push myself too much. I might take a look at it and we'll see. But I'm honestly feeling pretty motivated. It's interesting because it's like, obviously we're going to have those science classes like anatomy and other stuff, but starting off with like a course that's just like intro to physical therapy as a profession, like this is the first time that you're like actually talking about like a profession, and you talk about like what some physical therapists think versus what other physical therapists think, and like it was just like a lot of discussion stuff, and I thought it was cool. Alright, we are going to take a break and work out. We just finished working out. I actually did something for the first time that I've never done before, but on our Amazon Echo, I like told it to, I hope it's not talking.
I don't know that.
Oh, there it is. I just asked if it could put on an episode of Monk on, and it's around 45-ish minutes, so I was tired of having my AirPods in all day, so I was like, I really just don't want to put them back in to listen to music, so that was what I came up with. And we did a quick workout, and we ordered, it's like 5 o'clock now, and we just ordered Applebee's that we're gonna go pick up at 6 because we had gift cards, so completely free for us, and that'll be our dinner. So before we have to leave to go pick it up, I'm going to briefly go on my phone, and then I'm going to try and finish the second lecture that I have not finished yet. All right, we made it to Applebee's. Megan's gonna call and have them come bring it out to us. Got the goods. Also, you can see that I'm wearing socks with my Birks. Embarrassing. This is what we got. So I got grilled chicken with broccoli and a side of fries because fries sounded so good. And Sierra got chicken tenders. Platter. I have a question, okay? Potential Mandela effect. I always thought that the pickup thing for Applebee's was called curbside to go, but apparently it's called car side to go. So like, let me know what you thought it was. All right, so I've moved on to my room. I'm kind of done taking a break for now. It's almost 7 o'clock. I am going to read 2 articles. Hopefully they're both less than 10 pages. All right, one's 9, one's 12, so that's not too bad. And then I think that the rest of the night will probably just be spent doing medical terminology, and I'll probably just like watch something on my TV while I'm doing that because I've done medical terminology before. It's not too difficult. It's definitely most of it is review. But yeah, I think pretty solid like first day, not too overwhelming yet. Alright, it is just past 11 o'clock and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I pretty much spent most of my evening trying to just like finish up stuff I wanted to do today, and also just trying to work ahead to some of the stuff that's up that we're doing tomorrow, just so that I can kind of stay on track with stuff. And so tomorrow, I guess I just finished off with reviewing 2 of the medical terminology chapters and getting Quizlets made for those so that I can hopefully review those tomorrow morning and maybe take the first quiz tomorrow morning because we don't have to be live until 10:15, but that's if I feel comfortable taking it. But I have already taken a medical terminology class, so if I go through everything pretty fast, then I'll probably just try and take it. So that's the plan. I feel like we vlogged a lot today because it was the first day, but I'm sure in the next couple days we'll probably just be doing like check-ins here and there. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, and I am wearing the same sweatshirt that I wore yesterday right now. It is 9:18. I think I got up at 8. Is that when you got up?
A little bit after 8.
So we're kind of getting started on today's activities. I finished assignment 3.
Me too.
So that's good. Megan was like, should I take the medical terminology
It's
quiz
20
1?
multiple choice questions. How hard can it be?
Right, that's what I'm kind of thinking. So how much did you do yesterday before bed? I was like honestly like wondering if I should make Quizlets because I was like, none of the ones I was finding were what I wanted. Alright, hello. We just finished our first Zoom lecture. It went pretty well. It was honestly just mostly going over this personality testing that we took. So it wasn't like too much learning, and then at the end we kind of covered what we were supposed to do for our assignment this morning. We have one more assignment for today. Hopefully I can finish it before the second Zoom of the day, and then the rest of the day will probably be like studying
Medical terminology.
and hopefully I'm going to do that medical terminology 1 exam quiz
And then study
today.
for the second one.
Feeling pretty good. I'm going to make some lunch right now. Alright, now that I am done with my little lunch break, I'm going to go ahead and jump into finishing up the lectures that I need to finish for today, and then, yeah, doing some other stuff. Alright, actually I'm gonna get a blanket. It is just about 3 o'clock. We have one more Zoom today from 3 to 4, and then that's kind of like it for like official meeting stuff we have today. But obviously I still have more stuff to do, but it'll be kind of like on my own time. So I need to get on to that right now. So it is just past 5 o'clock and I am now going to try taking the first medical terminology quiz. There's 4 that we have to do this week. So I feel like pretty prepared. It's just mostly like I don't fully know if it's supposed to be that difficult, but even like everything that's supposed to cover, I feel like I know pretty well. So hopefully it just goes as I expect it to. And yeah, the time limit is 35 minutes. I think there's 20 questions. Hopefully that doesn't take the whole time. The whole thing's multiple choice, which is why I'm also like, it should be fine. So yeah, I will report to you guys after I finish. Alright, so that only took me I think less than 10 minutes, and luckily I got 100%. And it was like, I did go over everything, so it was easy, but it was also like, you definitely couldn't like skim over and just look over suffixes, prefixes. Like, there was more to it than that. So 1 down, 3 to go. Alright, we're gonna start making dinner. Today we are making cornflake chicken, which we've probably made a million times on this channel if you've been watching us for a while. We're also going to have mashed potatoes, and we normally have corn with this, but we're gonna have broccoli. Alright, here is dinner all done. So we got our mashed potatoes, some steamed broccoli and cauliflower, and then our cornflake chicken. This looks really good. I'm going to go to my room and I'm watching Monk while I've been doing some of my studying. So I'm gonna go and keep watching Monk. So it's 10 o'clock. I think Megan and I have just been in our rooms doing our own thing. After I finished dinner, I was just working on some more medical terminology review stuff, making Quizlet for that. The good news is that we haven't none of our professors have posted anything for tomorrow, so it's like I can't work ahead, so I can't feel bad about not being ahead. But I'm gonna get some ice cream and then just watch some more Monk, maybe go on TikTok, and call it a night. Good morning, happy Wednesday. So it is 8:44 in the morning. I got up right before 8 o'clock. Zoom is at 9, so in 15 minutes, but I woke up and I'm working on lectures right now. We had 2 lectures that we had to watch on our own today, so I should be able to finish them because I'm almost done before we go on Zoom. Today's a long Zoom day. We have, I think, like almost 4 hours of being on Zoom. We have an hour and a half starting at 9, and then we have like from 1 to 3, or 1 to 4 pretty much is just Zoom. So we only have one assignment to do today, which is like, the assignments are basically just stuff we're doing on our own, which is like these PowerPoints, and then I have to read part of like the APTA, which is like the Physical Therapy Association. I have to read part of like their guide to practice thing, and then that's it. So seems like we have less to do like on our own today. But last night I started studying for the second medical terminology quiz that I'm planning on taking today. I would love to take a third one today too, but I have to see if that's realistic or not. And then I also really, because our exam is on Friday, I need to start organizing the learning objectives and seeing if I can actually like go over what we've learned instead of just having looked at it one time. Hello. Okay, so we just finished. Did you go over the schedule for today as far as Zoom stuff? Alright, so we just finished our first Zoom. Megan, I'm jealous because you already finished the assignment for today, but...
No, I have to read still.
Okay, well, she did a lot more than I have. I haven't started it, but I'm going to start the assignment now. I don't think it's going to be that difficult, so that's good. Hopefully I'll get it done before the next Zoom, which is at 1. I should be able to. We have 2.5 hours, so I think I can do it. Alright, good news. It's 11:30 and I finished all of assignment 5, and I have an hour and a half until our next Zoom meeting. So I'm going to eat lunch. That's what I'm making right now. I'm just heating up leftovers from yesterday. And then work on studying for the second medical terminology exam that I'm hoping to take at some point today. I don't know what time that will be, but I'm trying to do one a day since, you know, there's 4 total that we have to take. Good news, I just finished my second medical terminology quiz, and we don't go live for another half hour, and I still have to make or reheat up my lunch. So I'm gonna do that, but I did not think I was going to get that done during my break just because I usually haven't been trying to like squeeze it in between a break, but I was like, you know what, let's just do it. I probably know enough, and I got 100% again. So I'm trying to just like start moving faster with the medical terminology quizzes because like I have to actually start studying for my exam because it's Friday and I haven't really done that yet. So I'm going to do that, and then the rest of my day after we get off of our lectures, which is not going to be done until 4, it will be me studying for our exam and organizing the objectives and answers and stuff, and then also trying to study for the third medical terminology quiz. We are currently getting ready to start our last Zoom of the day. We actually got done with the first one like 10 minutes early, and so we're starting the next one early by 15 minutes so that hopefully we can
3:40
earlier. I'm trying to make these water bottles stop making noise. Let us know. I'm trying to finish the thumbnail right now, but I'm not gonna get it done because we have to get on it in 2 minutes. But I can try. Will we work out today? I think that I'm going to because I need a mental break. Yeah, I think that like you gotta remember, you know, good to take care of ourselves. That's what I'm looking for. I'm tired of sitting like so bad. Hate it. Just finished our last Zoom. Time for a mental break. So in another monk episode, we are just going to be working out again for probably 40 to 45 minutes and then get back to it. So we just finished our workout, quick 40-45 minute workout, and now we are going to continue doing stuff. I think right now we're trying to listen to this lecture that's like 2 hours, by far our longest lecture we've had thus far, but listen to double speed, guys. Key takeaway here. So yeah, we'll try and get into that and then start studying some of the objectives for our exam, and then going into medical terminology at some point. That's my favorite thing to study just because it's, you know, makes sense and doesn't require much effort on my part. I apologize if this lighting is horrible right now, but the beauty of listening to things in double speed is that I just had 3 hours worth of a lecture and then a talk to listen to. I got it done in like an hour and a half, so that is why you have to do it. Pulling up at our local McDonald's. We barely bought any groceries, which is, you know, our fault, but we are multitasking by doing dinner.
Typing with one hand.
Yeah, I just finished eating so that I can actually type now, but we are
creating or working on our outline to just like review for our final on Friday, and we are working together on it. It has a little over 20 objectives, so we're trying to get like a third of the way done tonight, just like with some detailed stuff to review, and then we're trying to do a third tomorrow morning, and then also tonight we still want to do medical terminology review for our third quiz, so we're just trying to power through this. It's 7:45, so we're creeping up on 8 o'clock, and there's still so much to do. Alright, I'm going to give you a quick scroll through. I think we've got like, it's like 9 pages right now of stuff. I think we got like 9 or 10 different objectives done, which is more than we wanted to, but that's obviously good. I'm going to go shower, and then it'll be medical terminology probably for the rest of the night. Hello guys, it is almost 11:30, but I ended up taking my third medical terminology quiz, and I got 100% on it, which I'm just so happy that I was able to get that done. And I really should get to bed because I'm trying to get up at like between 7:30 and 8 tomorrow. But I might still try and read like the 7-page PDF article that we're supposed to read, just to see if I can finish off tonight with a bang. Hey guys, good morning. It is Thursday, which means that today is going to be a busy day because our final exam for this class is tomorrow. Last night I ended up taking a third medical terminology exam, so I stayed up a little bit later, but we don't have Zoom until 1 o'clock today, so I slept in until like 8:30. And my goal is to tackle the last medical terminology quiz this morning. I have to study for it still, but it's only over 1 chapter, and so I think I should be able to get to it pretty fast. And then me and Sarah are going to work on filling out some more of the objectives, again, hopefully before the Zoom. So that way, after the Zoom, which we have Zoom from 1 to 4, then, and part of that includes like a review, then we spend all of tonight studying and trying to like make sure we're ready for the exam tomorrow. So that's the plan. It's just about 10 o'clock, and I'm deciding that I'm going to take this last quiz, and so hopefully I will be done shortly, and then I can focus on finishing up a few more things before our live class. Maybe going to Starbucks. I thought about doing that, so maybe I'll do that. We are at Starbucks. We just ordered.
The line was quite long.
Yeah.
But we've just been chatting.
Alright, got our double chocolatey chips. Megan got a chocolate croissant.
Alright, so Megan and I have been doing some unorthodox studying methods. We have these long lists of, honestly, like, we're going with history of PT right now, so there's a lot of people and important things that they did that we're trying to remember. And instead of just like sitting at the computer trying to like list it in our head, we came up with like this fun way to be active. Sometimes I just feel like if you incorporate like what you're learning with movement, and it like makes it easier to understand, like even if it's just like doing a movement while saying something, I feel like you remember it. And this isn't really that because you're just squatting, but we would say a person, and then like if Megan told me like a person, then I'd say, oh, they did this, and then they also did this. And so I feel like it's just been a fun way to keep learning and studying.
Plus, it's just good not to be sitting right now because we have our Zoom in 20 minutes, and then that'll be like for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, trying to stand up now.
Alright, it is 3 o'clock. We just finished our 2-hour.
The course is over now.
Yeah. But we are having like a review session in like 5 minutes, so we're gonna be on that. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It could be 15 minutes to an hour. It just depends on how many people have questions. I've been eating some saltine crackers because I didn't actually really eat lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the update.
Dinner tonight is Pizza Hut. It is what it is. We've been doing some pretty good studying though.
Yeah.
And so we are going to take a well-deserved break to eat and just relax for a little bit, and then we will get back to it.
Alright, so it is 10:30. Megan and I have been studying away, and the good news is that like most of the objectives are pretty well filled out, and I think that we've worked through a lot of like actual like thinking through.
You guys know that
things.
for undergrad especially, we did Quizlet a lot, and we're not doing that for this exam because we just feel like it's going to be more like thinking through what the stuff we've learned about actually is and how it applies, and like you have to just like think through what we've been talking about and how, like what it means, how it applies, how it all connects together. And so we've been doing more of like an outline approach, and then revisiting it, doing like, you know, going over it in our head like we would for Quizlet.
Coming up with some fun little dances to remember stuff, and what else did we do? Oh, we came up with like sentences to remember these like long lists of words. It's actually pretty effective, so I recommend.
Anyways, I'm going into my room to finish studying for the night.
I think I might try and finish up around 11 just because I'm going to get up. I think we're going to try and get up at 7 tomorrow. And sleep is important before an exam.
I can't say when I'll be going to bed. Like, I want to get sleep, but 11, I don't know.
Good morning, guys. It is Friday. I think I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday, but the days are getting mixed here. It's 8 o'clock and we are taking
bright and early. I went to bed at probably 1 last night.
Wow.
Well, it was like, hopefully I was asleep by 1, but yeah.
I think I went to bed around midnight, but then there's people like listening to music outside my window, and I was like, go inside.
And then I woke up at 6:30, which was like, it was kind of hard, but like once I got up, I'm feeling okay now.
Yeah, I also woke up at 6:30. It's 8 o'clock right now, so we've been studying. I think we each went through the whole list of objectives independently, and now we're going to kind of go through stuff together and bounce ideas off each other. I think overall, I retained everything pretty well that we did yesterday. That's why sleep is important, people. So yeah, our exam starts at 9, and you can kind of like take it anytime between 9 and 11, but I'll probably try and get on around 9.
I have no idea how long the exam is.
I think it's 55 questions.
Okay.
It's 55 points. I don't know how many questions that is. But I don't think we'll probably vlog until we're done with the exam. No, so wish us luck.
I'm feeling like weirdly not that nervous. Maybe I'll be nervous
I know,
right before the exam, but in a way it's kind of like, you know what, in the grand scheme of things, like for PT school anyways, you only have to like get a 75% in each class to pass.
Which like obviously you would like to do more, but
I'm kind of like, I will make it through the exam. So and I'm lucky where it's like not an undergrad where I have to be like, have to focus on GPA, and I'm still hoping and think I can do well, but it's just realistically like I can think like that now, so trying to take advantage.
Okay, we just finished our exam. It actually went very well thus far. We have to like get short answer and stuff graded still, but we could see our multiple choice answers.
Happy with how that went. And
I was pleasantly surprised with
I will say, like, I started and it
score.
was like my first question, I was like, I know it, got it. And then the second two, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know. And then just progressively, it was like, I was able to think through my answers, just like make more sense and be more confident as I went through and then rechecked. And then
I think one thing I can already tell that's a difference between grad school and undergrad is that like the answers are like, you definitely have to be like, here's this scenario, like you pick what you think is the best outcome based off of what you've learned.
Or also just like, as far as reviewing my study stuff, it was like, I spent far more time on like specific people, places, things, like, and that's not what they're trying to get me to learn. So just taking that into future consideration.
Yeah. But I think right now we are pleasantly surprised. We are done with our first week of PT school. Pretty much we have a Zoom that we have to do later.
Which means we're also officially done with our first class, because again, this was like its own class for the first week. So we're done.
So I am relieved to have a quick little break this weekend because our next class doesn't start until Monday. It's 2 classes actually that start on Monday. But we don't have anything to do this weekend, so that's really nice. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed seeing our first week of PT school online. Definitely not what we thought this week would look like, but I think it was definitely fun. We still got to meet a lot of people through Zoom and stuff, and so yeah.
Hope you guys liked this vlog. I'm sure we'll vlog in the future. You guys probably know that too. I just don't know exactly when that will be, or if we'll do like a day or week in our life. But we have a podcast you can go listen to in the meantime. You can go follow us on all of our different social media accounts, and we will
pretty much it. We will
talk to you guys and see you guys in our next video. Bye.